Hey guys, this is Ajuga, and today we are going to talk about cloud computing and the cloud. Hope you like it. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to the Ajuga. So as we said, we'll be talking about cloud computing. So I'll be using certain resources from the over the internet where people have written a lot about cloud computing. So you can see one of the article or the slides which says that cloud computing provides us a means by which we can access the application as utilities over the internet. So it allows us to create, configure, and customize applications online. So with the cloud computing, users can access databases resources via the internet from anywhere for as long as they need without worrying about any maintenance or management of actual resources. So it's kind of computing power which has been given to us, and you can utilize to manage your software by installing on top of these resources. So what exactly is cloud computing? Cloud computing would be, in simple terms, if I talk about it, would be like this company called Microsoft, and we have certain companies called as HP, or we have IBM, or we have any other XYZ company. So what happens is these XYZ companies, so these companies like HP, IBM, or XYZ, HP, IBM, XYZ. These are, you can say, as hardware vendors. These people can sell out their hardwares, like it can be desktops or servers, to certain bigger organization who have bigger organization. Let's take it as Microsoft, who have a lot of money to invest, money to invest. So these companies like HP, IBM, or XYZ would sell their hardware, like the service, or it can be softwares, to Microsoft. So what Microsoft will do is, or it had done, is it takes up all these hardwares, it ships these hardwares to bigger area called as data centers. And these data centers are a size of bigger, they'll be having bigger containers, and the size of this DC can be equivalent to a stadium, soccer stadium. Now these servers would be can be interconnected and would be controlled by Azure Fabric controller. Microsoft Azure, you can say it as an external name. Once Microsoft builds up all this uh, computing capacity, which will have a lot of servers, will have servers. These servers maybe they can be a Windows server having Windows OS, or there can be a server, can be a Linux server. So when we say about these servers, like there would be these servers would be hosting huge number of multiple number of VMs on top of it by using any of the virtualization techniques, like they can be used they're using hypervisor to host VMs by any virtualization technologies. So these VMs can different VMs these VMs may have Oracle installed on it, or it would be a plain PHP server having a PHP installation, or it can be an SAP server. Got it? So once these all services are available and they're contained in a DC, you will have a customers coming up. Customer, customers. Customer says that we want data, or we want to store our data or services. We want to use Windows Azure or your cloud computing capacity. So what Mr. MS will do, it will give certain URL to access services. If a customer says that I want an SAP server, SAP installed server, more probably install server, then the Mr. MS gives him a URL which can be like which would be like www dot he can create with his URL whatever customer defines dot cloud app dot net, and he can access this URL, and via this URL he can host his application, or he can see his SAP server installed on it, and he can manipulate on this, or he can do whatever he wants. So the cloud computing, so when you understand, when I say about cloud computing, so it's about MS maintaining a huge capacity of servers, what they have, and what the market demands, and what the market demands. And they would be MS would have huge software written which can manage these all servers. This management can be patch updates, OS licensing, this can be users editions, this can be security. They may have used security across the data centers to protect your data, because when customers buy things or start using applications or your service, they'll be storing their data, and data need privacy. For that, we need security. So you would have understand what is cloud computing by these discussions. So let's see once again. Let's go to the definition which is, or the slide which is written, and try to understand exactly what we have discussed and what exactly is cloud computing. So provides us a means by which we can access the application as utilities over the internet. So you saw, so you would have saw, so you would have saw like you're able to access um, utilities. So you would have saw in this particular diagram which says that, so the description says that cloud computing provides us a means by which we can access the application as utilities over the internet. So so these are the DCs like when we talk about. So these are, so this is the DC where we have a lot of servers, and on top of the service we have VM instances. And these VM instances have installed softwares, like they can be SAP or Oracle or any other softwares which are in demand in the market. And these the installed applications are accessible over the internet. Across this the DC, they are available over the internet for a customer. A user can use it. So you can see the customer comes, they access that this particular software over the URL, and they can, they can install, or they can install their applications. If they are getting a Windows server or Windows instance with a PHP with a PHP with an Apache server installed on it, they can host up their applications on top of it, and they just pay what they use. So with cloud computing, users can access databases resources via the internet. So what they are saying is, like what in the slide it is explained is like these resources can be VMs, or these can be SQL databases. We have SQL servers on premise, and if these SQL servers on premises are available on Azure, people can access services, or the DB or the applications can write onto the databases over URLs. Got it? Maintenance. Hope you understand what is cloud computing. So what is cloud? The term cloud refers to the network or internet. In other words, we can say that the cloud is something which is present at remote location. So cloud can provide services over the network, or WAN, LAN, or VPN. Applications such as email, web conferencing, CRM solutions are running on the cloud. So you understood what is cloud computing. Let's learn what is cloud. Cloud we describe using a normal cloud. So when you have service on premise, this is your company directory, or it can be your company's small DC, small data center where you have service running, and on top of this service we have you have applications running. And maintaining these servers, you need to buy these servers, and they cost much. You need to take care of licensing, you need to take care of patching, you need to secure from attacks, you need to have proper firewall. everything. If you don't want to do these things and you just want to develop application and use whatever resources and use resources by some other third party, then in that case it would be just moving your on-premise to cloud or any cloud vendors. Like you can use your own software, or you can use or you can just use available on cloud. So when you start using resources available on cloud, you need to pay for whatever kind of resources, like it's DB or it's a VM, etc. And you pay by what you use. So the cloud would be nothing. It's just a virtual space. You don't know where exactly your servers are located, or whatever services you are using are located. It can be in Virginia, or it can be in Switzerland, or it can be in any other country. But the accessibility which you have over a web browser, it makes you easy, and it's make you consumable and host your applications on them. So once, so cloud is nothing but a just group of servers with an intelligent OS, servers with intelligent OS, and surrounded by a great firewall and security. And it have public endpoints, so that a user can make a call to use it. That's what is cloud is.
There's turkey in the oven, the mashed potatoes bubbling, watching football with our family and our friends. We smell the food a-cooking, and Grandpa keeps a-looking. Grandma pushes him out of the kitchen again. The little cousins, they all zoom, screaming loud from room to room. We don't seem to care.